Fight.
Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if you can see me yet. My camera is going like in a little circle. So we'll see what's going on. How are y'all out there? Hello, hello. Come on in. We have some great tips for you today. We have some extraordinary tips. We're going to be talking about, you guessed it, reading for early learners. Listen, I'm going to let a couple of people realize that we're on, give them a couple of seconds, and then we'll go straight into it. You do not want to miss these jewels. You do not want to miss what we have for you today. A lot of us have our students or children or babies that have fallen a little behind because of the pandemic, to be honest, and they haven't been able to jump into their grade level and be as successful as we would like them, but that's okay. Because you as a parent, you as a grandmother, you as a grandfather, auntie, big sister, big brother, cousin, or just friend of the family can do all that you can to assist these babies. And that's exactly what we're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about some reading tips. I do have notes, so if you see me looking like this, I'm looking at my notes because I want to get it right. We can't afford to get it wrong, so we're going to get it right, and I'm going to continue to go back and forth from my notes. These notes are from my own experience of homeschooling and having children who I wanted to succeed 1,000%. I have two students or two children. I call all the babies students or babies. I have two students or two children who are in college right now. They are my very own. And the importance of their growth and their foundation have always been reading. And it's important for babies to have a true love for reading. They should be able to identify with reading. Words should come off a book and come to life. Words should come from their mind. Their ideals should be able to formulate in their mind and come from their mind to paper to you. All of these are levels of reading comprehension, identifying words so that they make sense and come alive for them. Because the tragic thing about most readers is, especially in our community, they don't like to read. There's nothing there to capture their heart, their attention, nothing there to bring what's on the book to life for them. So we're going to discuss that today, okay? The first thing I want to discuss, and these are all tools that you as a parent can use. We're not necessarily talking about a teacher in a brick and mortar. We're talking about family members, and we're talking about parents who can come together and use this formula and make their child great. Create greatness in your child. This is what we're talking about, okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about is building that foundation. What does that foundation look like? You have a 1-year-old. You have a 2-year-old. You have a 3-year-old. It's time for them to learn to read. You say 1? Oh my gosh, they can barely talk. But when they do talk, you want it to be in the pre-setup of creating a love for reading, if that makes sense. So you want to build that foundation as early as you can. But guess what? If your child is in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, even third grade, it's not too late for them to grab hold to the romance or the love for reading. It's not too late. The foundation is reading is fun. You know, you all heard me say that in my last live. Reading is fun. You have to keep that in the forefront of not only your child's mind, but your mind. If you're not making it fun, let's hurry up and find a way to make reading fun. It's very important. Do not make reading a task. Do not make reading a task for them. Make reading something that they can captivate. They wake up and they're looking for a book. Why? Because you have made it fun. You have made it adventurous. You have made it exciting. Oh my God! Did you read this book? Oh my gosh, he's swimming in the river. He's creating his own robot. He's building a car. Make it exciting. Make it something that they just cannot live without. You have to prepare them to enjoy something that's going to supplement their education in the future, right? I'm looking at my notes, so excuse me. Make reading an adventure. We're in the forest. Think about it. Oh my gosh, Lion King. Think about reading the Lion King to your child. And Simba's trying to hold on to his dad before his dad fall off the cliff. How are you going to read that to them? You're going to read it like, and Simba tries to grab a hold to Mustafa's hand. No, you're not going to read it to them like that. It's not adventurous. Yes, you're reading it, but you're not capturing their mind, their attention. You're not bringing it to life for them. So Simba grabs Daddy's hand and he falls off the cliff. You have to make it adventurous, something that they would want to read. Oh my gosh, Mom is getting so much out of the words. Let me try to do it myself. So make it adventurous, make it captivating. There's no need for a movie. Why? Because the movie is in the book, because you're going to make it come alive. Okay? Create and introduce reading as a locked treasure. What do I mean by that? It's something that they're gonna want. It's something that they don't know how to do, but Mommy and Daddy do it so well. I just want to do it too. You know, I remember I had my oldest daughter and my oldest son. They would grab a book and they loved hearing me read so much that they would open up a book and just pretend like they knew what was going on in the book. They look at the picture and they say, and then the lion jumped the tree, you know, because they're wanting that treasure that Mama has that they don't quite know how to do yet. So make it something that is something that they're gonna want, and then reward them on levels. So you were able to grasp the first 5 words of your sight words. How do we open up that treasure? We open up that treasure by you being able, as a child, to identify with those 5 words. And what's going to happen when you can identify with those 5 words? What happened when you open up a treasure? You receive rewards. So let's talk about reward dollars. It's something that I implemented so long ago in my children's life. And the thing about it is they look forward to those bucks. Oh my gosh, I get to have 5 Muhammad bucks. What do those 5 Muhammad bucks mean to them? Well, if you get 10 Muhammad bucks, you get 30 minutes on the phone to play your favorite math game, reading game, puzzle game, but it's a reward. So let's move on. Rewards are important when you're trying to push your child to another level. Rewards are so important. Create an atmosphere of rewards. That was my number 2. And I just spoke on it. You can reward them for you can reward them by giving them Muhammad bucks, and they can, or whatever your last name, Jackson bucks, Brown bucks, Family bucks, Family dollar, black gold, whatever you want to call your bucks, but the bucks have value. That's the important thing I want you to know. Each buck has value because each buck opens up the ability to have something that they don't normally have. So what does that look like? They can purchase game time. They can purchase TV time. They can purchase one-on-one time with mommy or daddy. Children love that, especially when you have multiple children and they're all homeschooling together or they're always together, and you create these dollars for them to be able to earn time with mommy. Okay, me and you, let's go to the park. And you give me your bucks. Essentially, you'll get the bucks back because you're gonna earn them back. But that's important in them one-on-one time with mommy or daddy, or even get grandma or grandfather involved. You know, you get to spend a whole day with grandma without the rest of the grandchildren. They love that. Buy your favorite, create your favorite dinner. So you say, okay, for 20 family bucks, we'll cook whatever you want on Friday night. Yay! I had one child, all he wanted was burgers. He get a reward, I want burgers. His birthday, I want burgers. You know, so they get to choose. They have an opportunity to choose what they want. And it pushes them to read more. They want to read more because they get something out of it, okay? So I'm looking at my paper again. I'm going to turn the page. Music. What child don't like music? What child that you know of don't like to sing? Incorporate that in your reading. Make a song out of sight words. Makes a song out of their name. Your child is having a difficult time learning how to spell their name because you know we can get long names. We can name our child some names and shoot, they'll be 45 still trying to struggle on how to spell their name. Is it an I? Is it an E? Is it a what? Right? So you turn it into a song. They love it. Turn sight words into a song, a rap, and you create it or you let them create it and you sing it together on the way to the grocery store, on the way to see grandma, on the way to whatever facility you're going to. You're going to pick daddy up from work. Let's sing our sight word song. It's important and it's fun. It's not just spell cat. C-A-T, cat. Don't do the babies like that. Make it fun. Make it inviting. You know, turn cat into a song. C-A-T, cat. Meow, meow. C-A-T, cat, whatever. But make it where they want to learn how to spell cat or whatever word it is. Involve them. Make it inviting. Okay, we're going to move on because I can be long-winded about that song and dance because, look, we were all in my van dancing to whatever word that anyone wanted to spell that day. You know, we would make a whole song out of one word for a whole trip. But it get them involved in wanting to participate in this thing called reading. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to find good tips to get our children on the correct level or above, because sky's the limit. We want to do what we can to get our babies on task and above. Okay. So create alphabet songs. We used to sing a song, me and the children. A, apple. B, bear. C, cat. Sing it with me now. Whatever. Just get them so involved that all they do, they're playing on their game system and they're saying A, apple. B, bear. That's what you want. You want them so intermingled with reading and words that they don't even know that they're learning. You know? Okay, so I do have some ideas for those of us who aren't as corny and slash creative as I am. Go on YouTube. There's several YouTube videos that you can use to assist with song and dance. And one of my favorite YouTube videos or channels I listed here for you if you have time. Sands, SANDZ Academy. Great YouTube for song, dance, adventure. They even have PE activities. SANDZ Academy. Kids Time Story Time is another good one. Kids Time Story Time. Please find Between the Lions full episodes. You can find them on YouTube. Wonderful. One of my favorite TV shows for children and reading is called Between the Lions. They used to show it on PBS. Word Girl is another one that I believe still come on PBS. You can find on YouTube. So then you want to create stories. Number four now. Create stories and listen to stories. What do I mean by that? You want early learners to be creative and use their imagination, because once we understand and can be successful in reading, we want to move to writing stories ourselves. So always create that campfire story for them that's involving and interactive, adventurous, fun, and allow them to do it too. And as they begin to create their stories that's in their imagination, you write it down for them. And once you write it down for them, they're reading their own words. So what are you doing? Once again, you're making reading come alive, okay? Bring what's in their minds to the forefront. It actually helps with their creativity. It helps them to become brilliant. It helps them to become researchers, because if you teach them to write at an early age and start to feed on that, guess what? They'll continue to do it. It'll be a love that they didn't even know that they had, okay? So let's talk about number 5. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I mention listen to their stories? Listen to their stories. Take time out to allow your children to be imaginary with you. Allow them to create their world and listen to them. And involve yourselves in their story. Well, where am I in the story? Well, do you save me or do I save you? Am I a fairy too? Do I have a star wand, whatever the case may be? Create an atmosphere where they can be imaginative and creative. Do that for them. Number 5, consistency and frequency. And what I mean by that is be consistent with all the tips you decide to do. We can't read to them once a year at bedtime. That's not going to work. You can't deal with them in their reading whenever you feel like it. You have to be consistent, because if you're consistent with helping them, they'll be consistent with loving it, okay? Root words and sight words. Number 6. Make root words and sight words a part of everyday life. If you're driving down the street, as you can see, my children were in the van with me all the time. We drove all the time. If you're in the car and you're driving from one place to another, you see a tree. Say, Kayla, spell tree. T-R-E-E, tree. Say it with me now. T-R-E-E, tree. Everybody now. T-R-E-E, tree. This is what you do. This is how you get them involved. Everything in their sight words become a part of life, but you're not making it a hinder to them. You're not making it, you better learn your words. It's not that kind of atmosphere. They're going to want to know their words. They're going to know that they're great because they know something that the average child their age don't know. This makes them great. And not only will they be great in knowing something that another child don't know, they'll help that child to know. So you'll not only be helping your child, you're helping everybody in your community. Because one thing about children is when they know something, they want to share it. Okay? So make reading, root words, sight words have to be a part of everyday life. Even when you get a water bottle, your child get up and you pass out a water bottle to them for the morning, put water on there, W-A-T-E-R. I want some water, spell it, and then you'll get your water. You thirsty? Spell water. Everything is a part of their everyday life. So they'll learn words without even knowing that they're learning. I can't stress that enough. Teach them words. Teach them to read in a way that they don't even know they're learning. They're just having fun. They're absolutely just having fun. And you're loving it because they're growing. Their level is heightened. Okay? Number 7, writing creativity. Learn to always have construction paper, scissors, markers, crayons. Because what you want to do is you want to allow them to draw those letters, cut those letters out, and create whatever word they can create. You don't have to tell them, cut these words out and make the word cat. No, just cut out a C, a A, and a T and allow them to mix those words up till it makes sense to you. And when it makes sense to you, say, oh, Soraya, guess what you spelled with these letters? What, Mommy? You spelled C-A-T, cat. Look at you. You're so great. My baby is so brilliant. Do you know what you spelled? I spelled C-A-T, cat. The learning don't know they're learning. Good job, Mom. Good job, Dad. Keep it going. Keep it going all the way up till they don't need you anymore, right? So have them just write letters. Just write letters. You know how to write a C? Write all the letters you know. And then you take the paper and you sit down with them and you say, oh, there's a D over there. Then draw a line to the O. Then draw a line to the G. D-O-G. Do you know what that is? What is that? That's dog. Oh my gosh, you're so smart. My baby spelled dog. What did you spell? Dog. How do you spell it? D-O-G. They've made a puzzle involving words that they didn't know that they knew. Come on, somebody. Y'all not understanding how easy this is. Be creative. Have fun. Be creative. Okay? Number 8. This is one of the most important things about teaching your baby to read or getting your child on the level they're supposed to be on or enhancing the level that they're on to the next level. Be patient. What you say? Be patient. Okay? Children learn at different levels. You have to be patient. Love is kind. Love is patient. Take your time with them. It's okay. They didn't get it on Monday. Be consistent. Do it every day. They'll learn it on Wednesday. Be consistent. Do it every day. They'll learn it next Monday. Be consistent. Do it every day. They'll learn it next month. But be patient, Mom. Be patient, Dad, and allow them to explore the word as much as human possible for them. We're all on different levels, okay? If you start a job today with Raquel, right? Raquel, you're learning the map. Say you're, I don't know, a truck driver, and you all have a specific route, right? Raquel finished the route in an hour. You finished the route in 2 hours. That doesn't make you less than Raquel. That doesn't make Raquel better than you. It may be that in 2 months, you find out that Raquel finished the route in an hour, but she skipped a couple of paces or places or drop-offs or pickups or whatever the case may be. The same thing with children. You have to allow them their own space for growth, and that takes patience, especially if you have more than one child, because your first child may comprehend slower than your second child. Or your second child might comprehend faster than your third child. But that makes that child no smarter than the third child or the fourth child or the fifth child. So learn patience and do not do the ruler to desk technique. You will lose your child. Do not do the ruler to desk technique. What do I mean by that? You have the ruler in your hand. What did I say? Spell it. Spell it now. Boy, I'm going to beat you. You better do it. You better get it right. That's so unfair. How did you feel when people did it to you? Where could you be now if people didn't do the ruler to desk philosophy with you? Yes, you learned it. You did. Because you was forced into learning it. But did you comprehend it right away? Of course not. Feed your children good substance with patience so that when they get it, they truly get it. They can identify it, they understand it, they comprehend it, they can take away and tell you about it. If you teach your child something, just a side note, if you teach your child something and they learn it, but they cannot articulate to you what it is, you have not actually taught your child. You've scared your child into knowing the right answer. It never works. Because, see, I can scare you in the house to know the right answer, but when you leave the house, come on, somebody, and you're asked that same question, you can't do it. You can't articulate it. You can't put the puzzle together because your motive for learning it in the house was so that I wouldn't get beat, right? Let's not do that. Let's be patient. Let's be kind, and let's take our time with our children. Love is patience. Love is kind. Okay? So let's move on. You can also build anxiety up in your child. And so as an early learner, if you decide to put your child in public school, just hear me out. You decide to put your child in public school, charter school, private school, whatever the case may be. If you do that ruler to desk scenario and they go to public school, you've built anxiety in them and they will not be successful. These are signs that your child may have anxiety. They have trouble sounding out words, trouble with vocabulary and sight words, trouble staying focused, reminded of failures in the past. You set that up in anxiety by the way you taught them ruler to desk. Not a good way of teaching, okay? And if you don't know another way or another strategy, reach out to an ambassador who can help you. I am a self-proclaimed homeschooling ambassador. I will be more than happy to assist you because the ruler to desk scenario or way of teaching just do not work. Please don't do your baby like that. Don't do yourself like that because really you leave more stressed out than your child. But you build up anxiety and learning deficiencies in your child trying to make them great. That's not the right avenue. Let's not do that, okay? Number 9, always speak positivity in your child's life. Always tell them how great they are. They mess up on the word, spell cat. A-T-C. No, Joshua, that isn't right, but you're great. You're great, and I know you're going to get it right. So let's try again. It's okay. I always tell them when they mess up, it's okay, because it is. It's okay, because as long as you have breath in your body, you have a chance to get it right. It's okay, baby. You're still great. You're still my brilliant child. Let's try it again. If cat starts out with the k sound and k is a C sound, spell cat again. T-A-C. No, k wouldn't be at the end, sweetheart. K-at is at the beginning. So let's try it again. Oh, k is at the beginning. Yes, k is at the beginning. Oh, I know, Mommy. C-A-T. You did it. You did it. My baby did it. She great. She great. I know my baby's great. Instead of beating them down, you just spoke life into their greatness instead of beating them down with defeat. How about that? How about you speak to them every morning about how wonderful they are, how great they are, how the one thing that they have that nobody else have is the best thing on earth because God blessed them with it, right? Speak that positivity in them. Speak that life of greatness into them. And this is with reading, with math, with anything. They come in not knowing who they are. And you don't really know who they are yet, but you see the greatness in the little things that they do. So speak positive things about them. And let's water down the negative things, right? Because the negative things can be changed. Okay? Speak success in their life. You're going to be a great da 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 da. You're going to be a great Christian. You're going to be a great Muslim. You're going to be a great leader one day. Speak that stuff inside of them so it becomes a part of them. It's their life. It's who I am. I am great. I am great because I was taught to be great by X, Y, and Z. And by doing LMNOP. LMNOP. Speak that life and that growth into them, okay? And number 10, believe in your heart that what you're doing is the right thing. No one can teach your child like you can. No one knows your child better than you. Teach your child from the heart. And know that what you're doing is right. Even if you mess up, connect with an ambassador. Reach out. Even if you mess up, like you tell them it's okay, I'm telling you, it's okay. As long as you have breath, you have a moment to fix it and get it right. So these are my tips. I know I went 34, 35 minutes, but each one of these tips needed its own individual attention. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me in my inbox. You can email me at steppingstones@dallas@gmail.com, and I'll answer you. Whatever you have, whatever questions you have. Sister Kavan, who is also my partner in this homeschooling consulting reading camp, she's my partner. Reach out to her. She's on Voluntary Gifts on Facebook. Kavan Muhammad, you can reach out to her. Reach out to us because we want to help our children be great. Because you know why? They are great, right? And we're here to help. So with that, I hope that all of you got something out of this. I do have a special code for you if you do want to join our summer camp, because plug in. Plug in time, right? We have a summer camp. We have a summer camp. What? We have a summer camp. We have a summer camp. And we're inviting you to join that summer camp. It is a reading summer camp. It is exciting. It is fun. Make sure that you have a lot of space in your house, because we're going to do a lot of dancing, a lot of singing, a lot of shaking. We're going to work it and learn how to read. So anyway, our summer camp begins Tuesday, June 1st. You can enroll by contacting me via email at steppingstones@dallas@gmail.com, or you can text me. Don't call, text me and say that you're interested at 469-456-6496. We look forward in helping you along the way to assist you to help your child be great, because they are great. Peace and blessings. Have a great day.